Hey guys, Angie Woods. Today's subject matter is a big one. Happens all the time. I see it every day. Leash reactivity. So leash reactivity is super duper common. Let's talk about why this happens and what we can do to cure it. So the first thing is that the dog is probably excited before you start your walk. Most people excite their dog and they don't realize that this is not a desirable thing to do, because when they're excited, number one, they're going to pull more. You're going to be probably restraining them on the leash and trying to hold them back, and then they become frustrated. So that's a terrible combination. And then typically once a dog has a reaction to a dog because they're excited and pulling and frustrated, then they start barking like a nut. Even if they're friendly. This happens to dogs who aren't aggressive at all. Then your feelings are going to go into, oh shit, there's a dog, right? It's normal, it's human. But if you have that feeling and you have the combination of all the other things, it's just it's a little time bomb just waiting to explode. The things that we have to change are the reverse of the three things that I just mentioned to you. Number one, don't excite the dog for your walk. It's very normal for us to go, do you want to go for a walk? But think about that. It does. It injects adrenaline, aka excitement, into the dog, and you associate the walk with excitement. So for me, I want my dog to be nice and relaxed before we go for a walk. So if I go to put my shoes on, if that's a trigger, I'm going to go, my invisible line game, make them calm down. It was a calm and relaxed game. And either way, it means stop what you're doing, calm down. Then I'll put my shoes on. If I go and put my hand on the leash, and the dog gets crazy, or starts to get crazy, catch them sooner than later, I'm going to disagree, calm and relax game, then I'm going to put the leash on. So we're going to start to associate the walk with calmness instead of craziness. Now, some people like to see their dogs excited, but if you want your dog not to be reactive on the leash, you want them to calm down and connect to us on the walk. You know, my whole thing about relationships is connection. They shouldn't be walking like a bad boyfriend. They should be walking like a good boyfriend, be with you and connected to you. So excitement's the first thing to stop. The second thing is that your dog needs to learn to tune in mentally. You guys need to go and watch my How to Walk a Dog video. We'll put a link to that for you, because it's all of this first, then we slow down. So once they learn how to walk with you in a connected way, just think about if you're walking with your kid or husband, boyfriend, family member, aren't you guys together mentally? Same thing with our dogs. And if they're walking ahead of you all the time, they're hunting. A little body posture to pay attention for is actually a big thing. Is, are they walking next to you? Number one, if they're not, we need to learn how to do that. And number two, are they walking with their ears tilted back and kind of looking chill and relaxed? Or are they all front, all out in the front and alert? And if they are, then they're hunting, right? They're hunting for a dog, they're hunting for a squirrel, they're hunting for a person, whatever it is that their trigger is. It's different for every dog. So we want to be able to get them connected to us, slow down and relax, and walk next to us. Makes sense, right? It's what everybody dreams about. And then the third thing is going to be our energy, how we feel, your vibe, however you want to describe that. But it's your feelings. Because people tell me all the time, well, he picks up on, no, he doesn't just pick up on it. It's their language. They feel energy. Remember, they don't have words, not here, nor in here. They have no internal dialogue. So what we mean by living in the moment, that's all they can do. Okay? So they read your energy. When you meet someone, and probably just you watching me on this video, you can feel my energy, right? So they tune in fully. And if you get nervous, you're telling them something's wrong with that. So when you see a dog and your dog begins to react, if you can get them to walk with those little ears back after you watch the How to Walk the Dog Properly video in a connected walk, then if they're walking with their ears back, the first little feeling or symptom is going to be they go bing, and then you need to learn how to interrupt that. You interrupt it, and it's like, no, not that, this. They don't need to be staring at you. They need to be in tune to you. It is their job, just like raising our children. I don't care what that dog is doing. We have to ignore it. And that dog may not be doing anything, but they need to learn to ignore a lot of things when we're out together. You should be with me. I have all of that for you. So control your thoughts. So let's talk a little deeper about that, because we are humans. We have these little thumbs attached to our hands. We have these big brains, and we think in words. And so if I can get you to be emotionally aware, start noticing your thoughts. Great thing about being human is I can notice my thoughts, Now I can change that, oh shit, there's a dog, to heck yeah, where do I find dogs? As soon as you change that around, your dog is going to feel it different and see it different. And then you need the leash skills and mental skills to be able to slow everything down. You hear me say this a lot. Start off slow. We can build up to a normal walk. We can build up to a run. But your dog needs to learn to tune in before we do everything at a high rate of speed. All right, does this all make sense? So it's kind of simple, but it gets kind of deep. So we have to control ourselves. We have to teach our dogs how to walk on a loose leash and connect to us. And we have to calm everything down.